Deserve. In this very studio last Sunday, Jeff Saturday said nobody wants to play the Indianapolis Colts right now, and clearly the Texans were not that team either. It was almost as if they walked into someone's house and punched them right in the face, and the Texans never recovered. Why were the Colts so dominant today?
Listen, you look at them from the offensive line, quarterbacks, running backs. They outplayed Houston from the very jump, and I'll show you exactly what I'm talking about early on. So they're going to run Tampa too. So if you're looking at Houston, you see that they're right here. That means the Mike backer's going to have to get back. But what Romeo Crennel's decision was is he wanted to lock up and try safeties again. The Mike backers right here. The first player to try to touch Hilton doesn't move him. Now, Andrew Luck does a great job of buying time, kind of moving himself to the right. But watch this throw and catch from Luck to Hilton. Gets all the way across the hash. Bam, look at this. 1, 2, 3 bodies that he puts the ball in between. Great pickup early in the game by T.Y. Hilton. Now, flip it a little later in the game. We're going to go play action. And look how many guys the Texans have that they're going to end up bringing. They got 7 guys. They're going to end up adding on an 8th player to try to get pressure on Luck. You see the motion coming across T.Y. Hilton. Everybody's making adjustments, moving. It's not going to help. As soon as they start their rush, you'll see them. They're bringing it down. Look right here. Look at all the bodies that you're seeing from offensive linemen. I mean, they got guys wired up. But here's the really cool part. Watch the running back pick up the added-on player who's going to try to blitz and get home. Your receiver, Inman, does a nice job running a little post and then getting out. And look at the ball again, Eves. I mean, this is wide open. I'm going to show you the route on the back end. He's got Jackson turned all around. Back it up. Let's just watch the route. And then as it gets out, look at the space and the separation by Inman to get this. He runs a very similar route to score a touchdown, a play later. But this was what the Colts, they came out aggressive. Listen, they rushed the ball. I mean, you talk about Marlon Mack rushing for almost 150 or over 150 yards. Luck's not sacked. This was physical domination from the Colts. Offense, defense, special teams, you name it. This was a whipping for the Houston Texans.
2 touchdowns for Luck in the first playoff game he played since the 2014 AFC Championship game against the Patriots. What a performance by him, his entire team.
Right here, baby, right? We don't need no pizza. Not playoff football. Not playoff football. In playoff football, how do you win games? You dominate up front. That's playoff football. In playoff football, it's complementary. We hang with each other. When the O is going great in the first half, we're going, man. And when we needed help in the second half, the D shuts them down. The special teams is rocking the whole game. That's the way you win playoff football, on the road. Good job, man. We said from the beginning, right? We said from the beginning that this year, right at the very beginning, we said, hey, word by word, sentence by sentence, paragraph by paragraph, chapter by chapter, we were writing our own story, right? It was an autobiography. No one else had the pen in their hand. We got the pen in our hand, right? And chapter by chapter, man, we got right back to here. We're not done yet, though, right? I don't know what the title of this chapter is. Somebody can come up with a title for this chapter, but we assured ourselves at least one more chapter, right? And we know that with every stroke of the pen, right, with every stroke of the pen, it's just good, sound, fundamental football. Let's keep that, man. Let's keep that. And more than anything, what we got, you guys have been saying it the whole year. Shoot, I'm just repeating it. It's something special because of you guys believing in each other. Believing in each other, man. There's something about when you believe in each other. It's at such a high level, there's no stopping us, man. I really believe that. We got what it takes if we hang together every second, every play. Let's do that, right? Let's get back. Hey, we're going to have 2 days off. We play next Saturday, right? So it'll be a normal week, right? So we got the 2 days off. Take care of yourself, right? Take care of yourself, and then come ready to work. Let's get better these next 2 days or whatever it's got to be. Watch the film, learn from it, because we got to get better. We got to finish. We got to finish better, right? It was good, but we know we can finish that off quicker, and we're going to need to be better next week. That was fun, man. Good job. Congratulations. Hey. Give us some words.
Yes, guys, congratulations. Tremendous job. As Coach said, clean game. Love it when you guys play a clean game. No stupid penalties. I mean, Coach and I always talk about it. Why hold on kicker punt returns? How many kicker punt returns happen in a year? About this many, okay? Smart. You guys played smart. And Coach and I talked a little bit before I came in here, and you know me, I'm always got. I'm a rainmaker. You know, I'm not. It's party time though for you guys. So the only thing I'm going to say, because we win as a team and lose as a team, as Coach said, damn it, men, we can play better. Okay?
Yeah.
Damn it, we can play better. I know we can play better, but I am so proud of you guys. I can't even, winning on the road. What you guys did, I mean, 14-point deficit, just incredible stuff. And like I said, we win as a team, we lose as a team. Always win. Three phases of the game, we're team. No one gets singled out for good, bad, or indifferent, as Coach said. But you know me, I'm a perfectionist, guys. I know you guys, and you got more in the tank, okay?
Yeah, we do.
Like 31 points, maybe, you know. I'm going to leave it at that. I'm sorry, I don't want to be a Scrooge. I'm not Scrooge. I love you guys.
Love it. I love it.
Well, of course, that was also Colts owner Jim Irsay addressing the team as well. And, Jeff, you know what it's like to not only be in a Colts-winning locker room, but a playoff-winning locker room. And you hear the coach, you hear the owner. From a player perspective, how is that received?
Oh, you love it, man. Listen, when he talked about the up front, and that's how you won the football game, he's talking to the O-line and D-line, who won't get talked about. We'll talk about Luck, Hilton, Mack. We'll talk about all those things. But he understands how important. Listen, the Colts defensive line gave up basically 26 yards to anybody not named Watson. And you're going to give up scramble yards to Deshaun Watson. They shut this Houston Texans team down. Flip it over. They dominated offense to defense. You're talking about J.J. Watt, Clowney, Merciless. Keep naming names. They dominated on both sides. And Frank understands the point. You win playoff football when you dominate on both lines of scrimmage. That's what they did tonight. That's what those guys will take home from this speech was, we continue to do that, we really do have a shot.
Now, the Colts take on the Kansas City Chiefs in the next round. We're going to talk about that matchup coming in just a few moments. But the other side of this game, of course, another disappointing playoff loss for Bill O'Brien and the Texans. New on SportsCenter, here is the Houston head coach.
Yeah, we just weren't able to get it done. It's a collective effort. We just, they did a great job, and we just didn't get it done. And like I always say, it starts with the guy in front of the team, and that's me. And we weren't able to get it done.
Bill, you guys had 2 4th downs in the first half. The 4th and 4, the pick that Deshaun threw, and the 4th and 1 in the red zone. What did you see on those 2 plays?
Well, I felt like at the time we were down. I think Mike? I think it was 14-0, and I didn't think we could. There were a couple times where we did punt just because of where it was on our end of the field, but other than that, I didn't think we could punt, and so I felt like we had to go for it. So that's the reason why we went for it. And they played on the one interception. They did a great job. They played what we call a double rat with a spy, and they just did a great job. And you got to give them credit. We felt like we had a good play there, and the Colts had a better scheme than we did. And then what was the other one? The 4th and 4. What's that? Yeah, 4th and 1 at the 9. I mean, there's a lot of different things you can do there. You may get max pressure, you may get max coverage, so you try to give your quarterback as much information as possible with the formation, and we just weren't able to get it done. I needed to do a better job for Deshaun in that instance.
Yeah, Bill, Deshaun seemed out of sync, a little out of sorts for much of the game. Was part of that when you guys got out of what you planned to do coming in because of the deficit?
Yeah, no, I think, some of it we got down in the game, and I thought he played actually well. I mean, he had the interception, but he also obviously kept a lot of, we had a lot of multi-play drives. We just, our red areas been horrendous for us the whole year. We've had a lot of trips into the red area, but we have not been able to score touchdowns down there, and that was the case today. But yeah, like I said to Brian, I mean, we got down 14-0, and we felt like we had to start, kind of what I call flipping over the call sheet to go to more of a 2-minute mode.
How do you feel about
Yeah, scoring definitely an issue for Bill O'Brien's squad. Scored just 7 points in this home playoff game, tied for the second fewest by a home team in a playoff game in the last 10 seasons. The fewest was the Texans in 2015 when they were shut out, if you remember, by the Chiefs. And Bill O'Brien coached both of those teams. Plenty more to come on this matchup and also looking ahead. But first now, we send it out to Steve Levy.
The Post